What is up, everyone? It's been a minute since we've chatted. Last time I made a video like this, I was crying because, trading was difficult. I was crying because I was thinking back to my past. A lot has changed in literally 2-3 months. If you guys been with me for a while, just about a year ago, I was sitting in a college lecture, literally backtesting in class, posting on social media. I had like a little group at the time. And yeah, if you've been with me since then, right, you've seen my whole up and coming journey. But I feel like I just want to sit down and talk with y'all about, what trading's all about, why I post on social media, and kind of what you can expect out of your trading journey. So first off, let's just go back to the start, right? Start my trading journey off. It's about senior year of high school, getting into trading. Things were good, right? You're paper trading, you're having fun with it. I get my first funded account, I blow it in a day. Fast forward, I get to college. I'm just still paper trading, back testing. That's literally where those videos came from, of me back testing in college. And I was putting in crazy hours, crazy hours, just back testing all day, dude. And winter break comes around, like around November. I pass my first like stack of fundeds. I pass like 2 apexes in a day. I go into about $1,500 of drawdown on both of those accounts, and I'm like, holy crap, I need to lock in. I take all winter break off. I don't trade those accounts. I come back after winter break, and I revive those accounts from $1,500 of drawdown into my first payout of like $600. And next thing you know, that was the start of this, man. That, obviously the start of the social media journey, where you guys saw me from, was from my mom, from me trading. But that was right around kind of that time where I was trading. That was like kind of right as I was trading fundeds, and then post my first video, and that goes viral, and that's where you guys met Andrew Trades. Well, from then the journey has been nothing but harder, to be completely honest with you guys, right? All you guys are going to eventually learn that trading is one of the hardest things you can possibly do. It's one of the hardest things anyone can do, and that's why it's literally one of the hardest professions anyone can have. After, I get my first payout, I go on, get more payouts. I keep scaling. Next thing you know, I end up, having 25 accounts. I'm going for a 50K payout. I have all the momentum in the world. I have people watching me trade live. I've got this and that. My Discord's going crazy. I'm giving, good signals to people. Next thing you know, August comes around, all of it's gone. Every last freaking bit of it gone, literally to nothing. That's when I first moved into this house. And that set me back, right? I talked about this in the video where I cried. It set me back. And literally for like probably 4 to 5 months, I was struggling. I'd get a couple $1,000s of payouts here and there. I wasn't having consistent 10K months. I was struggling. My students were struggling. Everyone was struggling just around me, including myself. And, it was hard, man. That time of my life was really hard. Because it was like, I dropped out of college. I was doing well for myself. And then all of a sudden, it just went all to shit. I thought I was a failure. I couldn't make really good money. I was just getting by. At that point, I might as well have just been working a fucking job at McDonald's. I would have been getting paid relatively like the same shit. Instead, I was blowing thousands of dollars and barely making any profit. That was a hard time in my life. And that's something that I think, I want to help you guys through, is you guys are going to get to that point where, you're getting consistent payouts, and then you're going to run into a roadblock, right? When you look at the path of a trader, it goes something like this. You start, you waste money trying to get, money. Then you start making money, you get consistent, and then maybe you start scaling like I did. And then next thing you know, you're going to hit another roadblock. And it's up to you for you to determine how bad of a roadblock you want that to be. For me, that roadblock took me damn near, obviously I didn't lose a bunch of money. I probably lost about 15K in the process, but I was kind of break even. So I was spending 15K, but making 15K. So, my progress went from here, roadblock, and I would say, even when I wasn't losing a lot of money, it brought me back to damn near zero. Obviously, I was still up great money. I was still in a good financial position, but it was not where I wanted to be. It was like my progress in trading had just halted. and it wasn't a good point in my trading. And I know for sure if you're watching this video and maybe you've gotten to that point or you've already gotten over that point, or you're just kind of getting consistent payouts, or you're still just trying to get a funded account, let me tell you right now, you are going to run into this problem. Now, the market conditions on NQ they've been awful since August, to keep it real, right? They've been really bad. So it could partially be, market conditions, but don't get me wrong, if you're trading something, eventually you're going to have bad market conditions and you're going to run into something like that scenario. Let me tell you, getting out of that position is hard. It is very hard. It's hard to get out of that position. It's hard to get out of that scenario. And, it's not easy, right? I thought I was a failure. I thought I couldn't, get back to where I was, and I was just struggling. I was struggling. Until I was like, you know what? I just zoom out. I zoom out on NQ, and I'm just like, I've been watching this shit for 2 years. In the past 6 months, it's been not ideal. It hasn't been anything I wanted to see. It's not consistent. It's not what I want. So I decided to pivot. I'm like, literally this happened 2 weeks ago. I was doing actually pretty good the last month before I pivoted. I was making about 5 to 10K. Nothing crazy, but I knew I had more potential, to say the least, right? I knew I could do more. I have the skills, I have the knowledge, I have the experience. I know I can be more. So what do? Like, all right, you know what? Silver's been doing great. You already know where the story's going if you know. Silver's been doing great. Let's see what I can do on Silver. I hop on a backtesting. First backtesting session, I make 25K in a week. And I've never seen numbers like that in my entire life when it came to trading, especially backtesting. Even heavy sizing, I'd struggle to make, 10, 15K. This is the same sizing I'm using on NQ, same risk management, just now my trades are literally 10 to 20x bigger than what I've been hitting. And I'm like, wow, this is, maybe this is beginner's luck, right? Maybe this is just me getting lucky. I do another backtesting session. That 25K turns into 50K. I'm like, okay, this is interesting. My win rate's higher, and now my RR is higher. This is interesting. Another backtesting session, 75K. And I'm like, holy shit, this is ridiculous. Then do another backtesting session, another just 25K week, and that's still ridiculous. But now compared to some of the numbers I've had, it's like, oh, that's kind of normal. Next thing you know, I have a strategy that has roughly between a 10 to 20 RR on average with a 70 to 80% win rate. Now, keep in mind, what I was trading before was a 70 to 90% win rate of a 1 to 2 RR. I have now almost 10x'd my RR, keeping the same win rate. Now, you're going to say it's impossible. You're going to say that that's literally not possible. Nobody can have an 80, 70, 60% win rate with a 10, 20 RR. That's just not possible. Well, it's on YouTube for you. My students are doing the exact same, and I can show you living proof of what I've just done this week. Today, I just made $50,000 2 days into February, sorry. It is February 2nd, and technically on Sunday, so February 1st, I have basically just secured a $25,000 payout on TopStep. If you want some of the proof, go ahead and show you guys. Here you go. We have my Express accounts, and all of these accounts made 10K today. And except for this account we secured the 5K last week. So it is just at the 9K balance, but by the end of the week, by the time I get my winning days, it will be a 25K week. And I'm not coming on here to flex. I'm not coming on here to, flex my winnings. I'm coming on here to show you guys that this shit's so possible, dude. This shit is more than fucking possible. A year ago, and I wish I had my receipts to show you on my phone right now. It'd take me a while to go scroll through my Snapchat memories. But 1 year ago, I was sitting in a college lecture backtesting. 1 year, 365 days ago. I was sitting in a class backtesting. And you can go, if you don't believe me, I'm sure if you're watching this video, you already know my story. If you don't believe me, go onto my TikTok, scroll through the videos, get down to last year, January last year, and you'll see all the videos. January last year was when I first kind of posted my first video, so you'll see everything. And yeah, a year later, I'm coming into my third year trading. I've had 2 years fully trading now. I'm in my third year. I just secured $25,000 in the first week of February. This month could easily be a 50 to 100K month. Let that put into perspective for you. Easily a 50 to 100K month. Now, again, I'm not doing this to flex. I'm not doing this for any of that. I just want to show you guys that it's literally so possible. You guys have no idea how close you are to this type of success. I never thought for a second, that I'd actually be here, and we're here. You've seen the video of my mom going off on me for the 0.2 GPA or the 2.0 GPA, whatever. I called her after the 50K day, and I mean, she literally today, she was, she had no words, and my dad was super proud, and this is kind of one of those first times in my training journey where, I've done well for myself, but this is one of those times where it's like, holy shit, man. This is literally, when you load up TradingView for the first time, you hear about trading, this is what you dream of, bro. These days, these nights is what you dream of. And, I don't really know how I feel about it. I still, I want to cry about it, but I, for some reason, can't. I'm overfilled with almost emotion that this isn't real. I'm overfilled with this emotion that, like, this is really my life. Only a year ago, I was sitting in a college lecture, and now, 1 year later, I still can't even buy alcohol, and I just made $50,000 in a day. Yeah, it's fucking nuts, dude. But let this be motivation, bro. If you're watching this, bro to bro, maybe even female out there, if you're watching this, dude, this shit's so possible, man. It's right at the edge of your fingertips. You just have to go out and grab it. You just have to go out and take it from whoever wants to take it from you. Because I'm telling you right now, there's someone working harder than you. There's someone who wants it more than you. And there's someone who wants to take it from you. You have to be taking it from them. If you want to get here in a year, you want to get here in 2 years, you want to get here in however long, put in those hours. I was just on a live and someone's talking about, 30 minutes of backtesting is supposedly the limit. I don't want to fry my brain. Fuck that. What the fuck are you talking about? 30 minutes? Oh man, bro. Do you want this or not? Like, realistically, 30 fucking minutes? Get out of here, dude. Get out of here. If you want to do 30 minutes of work, yeah, go for it, dude. I'll see you in 5 years when you got your first payout. Get out of here. People will say backtesting doesn't work. People say only go forward test. What if you do both? You can be backtesting 5-6 hours a day like I was, and forward testing, and paper trading in the live market. And how fast do you think you're going to get to your results? Way quicker than the person who's, I'll backtest for 30 minutes today because that's what my mentor told me is enough. And, I'll paper trade, but, that's about it. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. I don't even want to see your face. I don't want to see your comments. Get out of here. Once you're, backtesting 3-6 hours a day, come talk to me. And come talk to me with your results. Don't come talking and be like, oh, yeah, it's been nice. No, come literally DM me a screenshot of your results. Because I guarantee in a month of doing that, you're going to progress 5 times more than when you were backtesting 30 minutes a day and forward testing. I don't care what anyone says. I'm the strongest advocate that backtesting is going to take you where you need to be, paired with live market experience, and you will see results that you never thought you could see before. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of get that message out there. But, I want to finish this off with, why do I make content? Why, am I recording this video right now? Why am I on social media? And to be completely honest with you, I've told this to everyone. I never planned on making social media content. I never planned on being a mentor. I never planned on making YouTube videos. But it just happened to fall on my lap, okay? It just happened to be that I posted a video, my mom goes off me, it goes viral, and God had just gifted me a platform. And in my opinion, I think it'd literally be a dishonor to God himself to not take advantage of this. He was giving me a purpose. And through the journey of social media, through the journey of trading, I have found that I find a lot of joy in making 50K today. I find a lot of joy in that. Don't get me wrong. But I also find the most joy in when my students tell me, hey, Andrew, I just passed my first funded, dude. Thanks, man. Hey, Andrew, I just got my first payout. Thanks, man. Today I got a text, hey, Andrew, I'm about to hit my first 20K month. Couldn't have done it without you. That is what brings me purpose. That's why I'm recording this video. That's why I make content on social media. Not because I wanted to, but because I was gifted it and I took it and ran with it. I don't want your money. I don't want you to think of me as this, micro influencer, celebrity, whatever you want to call it. Dude, I'm just a normal dude, bro. I am a normal person who worked my ass off, and now I'm helping you guys get to this point as well. And there's no difference between me and you watching this right now. I was a normal college student. My grades have always been shit. I've always been a C, B student. I play sports just like most of you guys. I play video games. I went to college because my parents made me. Am interested in probably the same crap that you are. I'm the same fucking person. You're looking at literally a mirror version of yourself in some ways, right? Not obviously for sure, but in some ways, me and you are the exact same. The only difference between me and you is I just put in a little bit more work and just tried a little bit harder, and it got me to where I'm at today. My purpose and what I've found in the past couple of years of my life is that I find true fulfillment in watching people around me succeed, watching my students succeed, watching my buddies succeed, watching my family succeed, watching my girlfriend succeed. This is what brings me true purpose and brings me true joy in my life. Not, oh my God, I just made this amount of money today. Oh my God, I just did this today. When I got into trading, right, as I said, I didn't plan on starting social media. I just started trading to trade. And then I found that God basically gave me purpose through what I was given. And, it's hard, for a lot of you guys, you're probably searching for purpose. You think when you hit that first 10K month, that'll be your purpose. Or you think when, you finally get a Rolex and you can help your family, that'll give you purpose. I'm telling you right now from personal experience, money will never bring you purpose. You have to find purpose in something that makes you happy, whether it's progress in the gym, whether it's helping others like my situation, or it's whatever, chasing your faith. Whatever gives you purpose is what's going to make you truly fulfilled in life. And in the past year, I thought, getting to this point, as I said, this 50K day, I thought this would, make me feel, really bring me to tears, make me feel overwhelmed with happiness. And I do, trust me, I feel so ecstatic that today was an amazing day for me trading. But I feel more ecstatic when I got the text today that one of my students is on track for his first 20K month. That is what made my day today, not the 50K today. The fact that one of my students is about to be making 20K a month off of my help. Now, a lot of you guys probably won't understand that because, again, you probably don't have the drive and dedication and probably just the want to get into social media. But if you're looking for purpose, it doesn't have to be through social media, but just helping others, helping maybe if your family's in a tough financial situation, giving some of your profits to your family to help them out. Whether maybe your friends are struggling a little bit, help them out maybe through words or through whatever it may be. That is going to get you to true fulfillment. Not getting that nice car, not getting that nice apartment, not, doing this, doing that. It's just, enjoying the little things of life and, just experiencing, these amazing things that you can do, right? You're one person, but you can help thousands to millions of people get to the point that you're at. And to kind of sum up this video, I wanted this to be a little bit of motivation, but then also just a little bit about myself and why I do what I do. But just know, I'm just like all you guys. There's no difference between me and you. If I can do it, you can do it too, bro. There's nothing holding you back. The only thing holding you back is that self-doubt in your head that tells you, oh, well, I think I can do it, but I don't know. Right? You got to wipe that shit clear from your mind, bro. I'm telling you right now, you can do it. You can do it if you believe, and you believe delusionally, fully delusionally. If you believe delusionally, you will make it. I promise you. And with that being said, I just want to say, I appreciate every single one of you guys. If you're my student watching this, I love you guys. I cannot wait to see you guys succeed. And just know, this shit's so possible, boys. Just keep working. Put in more work and more time than the people next to you. And you'll see results you could never even fathom.